I'm now live. I'm going to be making a couple of diploma masks today while I'm freshly thinking about them. These are some things that I made a couple of years ago out of old diplomas that I had in my collection. And they were a lot of fun. This one was made out of a dental examiner's diploma. And gluing them together and turning them into the parts into eyes and nose and teeth and mouths. And I made about a dozen, not quite. And I thought, these are fun, so I'm going to make more. So I found some more diplomas, and I had a wardrobe malfunction just now, and one of my diplomas broke. It fell on the floor and broke. Now, I don't know what shitty paper the University of Boston was using in 1922, but as you can see, it's brittle. I normally don't like paper to be this brittle, especially if I'm turning it into art, but I thought what I would do in this particular case with this diploma is to actually not cut it, but to glue it, just bend it and break the pieces and put it together, because, some people are like that. They're brittle and they're breakable. And so what I'm going to do right now is just take some of these pieces and just so I don't break it all and it ends up on the floor in a million pieces. What I'm doing is I'm just tearing it up, as it were, into bite-sized pieces, and I can put this in an envelope and deal with that later. I've got other ones that I'm going to make for you right now, or think about making. Look, I can't even pick up the piece of paper without it breaking, even picking it up. It's just, acid is eating away at this paper. Okay, so I got these two. I found these two typewriter certificates for the Remington Typewriter Company, and this is for speed and accuracy in typewriting 32 words per minute according to the international contest rules for 15 minutes on the Underwood typewriter. Okay, this is an Underwood and this is a Remington. So maybe I'll do a pair of portraits and vying Bella. Oh, look, it's the same person. Bella got both awards here. This one was, the award was typed, presumably with a Remington typewriter, though it was Houghton High School, Houghton, Michigan, so maybe the school system didn't have a Remington. I bet they did. Oh, see, Remington typewriter. This one is engraved. No, is it engraved? This is engraved. This is an engraved certificate. You can tell by feeling the raised lettering. This is just flat printed, offset printed. So let's just take these two keep them separate. Because of this one and its line, I think, and because it's a typewriter, I think the idea of having it be very rectilinear and lines and neat and tidy is important. So this one might have a minimal quality to it, whereas the other one, because it's a little fancier, may show person as a little tiny bit more effervescent, shall we say. So are these, will this be the eyeball? So if I cut it in half, for these particular projects, I like the idea of me not adding more than the paper that's on here. I'm not gonna, use, I may use some sort of backing paper to hold it all together, but in terms of to create the actual portrait, I kind of like the idea that it's only going to be the paper that that the diploma was made of originally. I was trying to think, is this going to be an eye? See, you only see sort of part of the eye, so I was thinking, can I make this be an eyebrow? Like she's trying really hard to make this work. So these might be eyes. We have very rectilinear features. There's not a lot of, I don't have a lot of real estate here. But I'm going to use this line work. This is going to come in prominently in my, I think the line work is going to represent the sort of outline of the face. And see, I didn't do that in these. I don't, I just had the edge of the paper be the thing. But here, I think I kind of want to imply that the face is bounded by these lines. So if these are her eyes, they could be her mouth, they could be her pursed lips. Here's her teeth. That could work. But I don't know what her eyes, I think these have to be her eyes. Her mouth could be her mouth could be this. This is a hard one. This is turning out to be more difficult. Are her lips quavering because she's starting to lose it? She's not doing enough. There's one diploma I have that I'm going to turn into a young student who has a lot of pimples, because there's, I think it's coming on eBay, but it has a lot of little red seals, and symbols on it. I think it's a Knights of Columbus kind of a thing. And I just thought it would be fun. So here's her mouth, slightly open. Here's her eyes. We're gonna have a nose in there somehow. Oh, this is a hard one. What are her teeth gonna look like? I mean, I could just have her. Come on, Pierre. Get with it. Get with the program. It doesn't have to be a her. I know the diploma was made out to a her, but it doesn't have to be a her. So I don't have to deal with lots of hair. Like these little things could be sort of a crew cut kind of a deal. So maybe that's what will have to happen. Hair. Or is that going to be an eyebrow? I could have the person just be bald. Eyebrow. I mean, these could be eyelids. I'm running. I don't have a lot of real estate here, Per Gustafson. Don't cut too soon because you're going to run out of stuff. I think her nostrils. What can I start? Can I start with the nose? The two O's. Nostril. Mouth, nostril, eyes, chin, chinny chin chin. Okay, Pierre, you're really running out of room here. You're going to need. I'm going to need all of this scrap paper. This is going to be really hard to make this all work. So this might be a smaller face than I normally do. Here's my glue. Where's my glue holder? I have a white dish. Did it fall on the floor in my attempts to clean up? It's right here. It's been a long time since I've done this, so I'm fully able. Yeah, very cubist. I'm fully able to admit that I fucked up Can I say fucked up on TV? So there's a lower lip. Here's the upper lip. Those are kind of supposed to represent teeth. Okay, now nostril. Should the nostrils be horizontal or vertical? What are your thoughts? I think I'm going to make them vertical. One, two. I was watching my neighbors make these little lightning bugs for an event that's happening this weekend. And they were making these as samples for what children would be doing. And their big adult fingers were having all sorts of difficulty. And they were wondering how they were going to make it work for the children. But I said, you know, that they have little tiny hands. They're like little nanobots, nanobotic hands. The GTO. There's so many different things that, you know, there's a lot of options when you're doing this. There's a little nose. There's an eye. This is a very small-faced person here. I need this to add here to stick the eye to, the other eye to. Okay, so little eyes are very close together, this person. How close are these together? See, they're further apart. Well, this is just, some people have eyes that are close together. What am I supposed to do? I'm a realist. I have to show what I see, or what I pretend I'm seeing. Okay, now these are going to be the eyebrows. And the eyelids themselves are going to be made with a line like this, a corner. I've got two corners. Corners are good to make ears out of. And I only have 4 corners in the whole goddamn thing. I'm running out of corners. Maybe, should I just do this? An angry, I can't get these goddamn things right. That's what I'll do. This is going to be an angry typist. Can't quite get their act together. I'm using school glue, which I think is watered down. So when the kids eat it, they don't have to be rushed to the hospital. God, I'm being very particular about this one. Okay, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to do it right. Hopefully the next one, the next typewriter one will be more fun than this one, because this one is giving me a lot of problems. There we go. Because I had to divide this seal so tightly. There's not a lot of area for me to glue that down on which to glue that. I'll do this one on top. Okay, now, God damn it, glue stick. Okay, I need to use the back. Okay, the eyebrows. We'll go like that. Am I getting glue boogers all over these things? Sort of have a monobrow thing going on. Okay, so now does this person just have a flat head? What are your thoughts? Stick with the cubist thing going on. Okay, what are there? I need to add ears. The hair, oh, ooh, look at this. This could be a little bit of, this is going to be a boy typist. A little bit of those little goatee things that boys sometimes have. There. Okay, so I've got, these can be ears, or I could make the ears be, I think I want sort of the angular ears. I don't know. Help me, people. Give me advice. Okay, I used the corner there. I used in here. I've got two more corners. Ear. And the rest will just be filled in, I guess. Why don't I just ponder this for a while? I'm gonna, all of these are all of the parts that go with this particular diploma. So I'm gonna put them all in a box to keep them separate. So I think I need to use every single scrap of this to make it go. And now I'll do the other one. The other typewriter. This was the Remington typewriter award. So now we'll go to the Underwood one. So here I've got more. I don't have a seal, and so I have to, the eyeballs have to be made of something eyeball-y. And the eyeball that immediately comes to mind are the C. See, this is an eye, and another eye is here. This almost looks like there's a slight profile going on because of the, so maybe I'll have this one just turning 3/4 view. Or is this going to be a mouth? Is that going to be a mouth and a beard? Eye and a mouth, or eye and a mouth? I think eye and a mouth. I'm gonna eye and an upper lip. There's little teeth there. See? 3 little gray teeth. So the lower lip has to be something else. There, look at that. I like that. I really like that right there. It's working for me. What do you think? Well, I don't care what you think. This is working for me. It's all about me. You don't understand why I'm doing this rather than drawing? Well, I can draw too. It's like I can't just do one thing. Ooh, 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 look at this. Here's the nostrils. Two nostrils, two eyes. I need to have one long thing representing the nose. What that? So is that your question? Is that why am I doing this rather than doing actual drawings? Um, Regular Gibson girl. Okay. I think this can be an ear, as can this one. And the rest, I think, is going to have to be hair. I could have it parted in the middle. Yeah, I think I'm not going to use this for hair. Save that for something else. Hair, hair, ears, and I'm done. So parted in the middle. I guess I have to show the part. Well, that's my alarm saying I've got work to do. So I think this is kind of good. I like that overhanging hair here. But I'm going to trim it down like that. And I've got the ears, so I've got the two typewriters done, except I have to fill in the backgrounds. Ear. These can be earrings. You could have earrings coming down. How about that? Okay. Perfect. I'll finish it later. See ya.